This is John Tucci with Everblue Lakes. I'm at Indian Lake. It's one of our largest applications here in Michigan. It's a 500-acre lake. This system is running about half the lake, so similar to the Lake Poketopog system. And we have this one in a shed. You can see we've also got a fence. We did this, we actually originally did not have a shed around this system, and we were getting some noise coming off the wall of this barn. We're in a quite residential neighborhood here, so about 50-75 feet from the nearest house, maybe a little further. But before we put the shed in, we were getting some noise from our normal enclosure bouncing off of this barn, and it was affecting one of the houses. So we came back and we redid this with a shed. And right now, I'm going to be quiet in a minute and you can hear what it sounds like. This shed is not even aggressively sound insulated. It's got one layer of particle board in it. It's an off-the-shelf shed from Lowe's that we built, put together, and then we put some particle board sound insulation in it, or sound blocking in it, but we did not do any foam blown insulation in this one. And so, but now you can actually see that the fence has foam blown insulation in it, and that's kind of why we didn't put the foam in the shed. And this fence predated the shed that's here. So I'm going to be quiet and let you listen to it with the fence open. I'm about 16-17 feet away from the machine. It is reading at about 35 decibels, 32 to 37 decibels. It bounces whether we get a car back in the street behind me or not. But you can start to hear what this sounds like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually shut this door of this fence, which will actually do a better job of simulating what our system at Lake Poketopog will sound like, because we're going to do, in addition to the shed and the soundboard insulation that we have in this shed, we're going to do foam insulation in there as well. So this side of the fence is foamed, and this is you know, the house side. And I'm no more than 12 feet from the back, from the fence and from the back of the shed right now. I'm going to walk about 30-40 feet away. If you're hearing what I'm hearing, I mean, I can hear the machine from this distance. It, like I said, we you know, you can't make things completely silent, but there's no traffic, there's no people out. Here comes a car. You'll hear that in a minute. That was a pickup truck driving at about 40 miles an hour, maybe 35, so you can get the sound of that. And I'm going to be quiet again and see if you can hear the birds. So I could be here holding a normal conversation. You know, if I were across a road or in a house, at night, there's just really no way, even at this distance, you would hear this machine running from 25, 30 feet away. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, John Tucci, Ever Blue Lakes, just showing how quiet we can make one of these large lake aeration systems.